Did you see the lay I was doing? It's in reference to Moana that just came out.
Did it
Moana
come
2.
out? It
Electric
came out
Boogaloo.
already?
I think so.
I thought it comes out like next week or something.
Close enough.
You think when I do a YouTube channel that covers like Star Wars and Disney related products, I would know this, but
Who cares about the sequels?
You guys talk about Disney? I don't know what Disney is.
What's a Disney? It's a place you go to waste a bunch of money and ride rides, right? Like the teacups.
I would love to not talk about Disney, but they keep doing stupid stuff.
They want us to talk, so let's talk. Well, welcome back, everyone.
Yes, welcome back.
Welcome back.
It's been a whole month and some change.
We did say once to twice a month, so we're technically still right on.
Okay, let's not beat around the bush. Yeah, we laxed off. We had a lot happen between October 28th and now. We had a whole Halloween. We had a
Regional?
U.S. presidential election. Then we had regionals.
Then we had case openings.
We had a set 7 case opening.
Yes.
That was fun.
It's been a very eventful month.
And then some of us have been having life events happen, and we're just finally had a free moment. And we sat down yesterday.
We
to do
were
a recording, and then we're like, oh, we have to shoot a cool ad for things. And then we're like, all right, we got no more time. We spent all afternoon. So now we're here making it up only one day later. We didn't push it off another week like we probably would have.
Yeah, spoiler alert for those
stuff.
who don't know. Now you know there's probably a new ad coming. But
Hey,
yes,
I didn't say for what.
But
I'm
we,
really proud of that ad though. It's gonna look really good.
There's no point. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Philip's quick on his feet.
But yes, we were planning on doing this back during regionals for Duluth. But obviously we can't carry all this equipment over there and do it as professionally as this. So we opted not to do that and just haven't had the chance since.
Other major chaos delaying events, at least for me personally, I lost my Holy Scripture that I kept all my notes in
Oh yeah.
during the trip. So I got a new one.
The Holy Podcast Scripture.
This is my Holy Podcast
with,
Scripture.
High school S.
Oh, shut your fuck. No, I did that on purpose because it's cool. The S is cool. I'm bringing it back like everyone else who's trying to do that. I went to the Ren Fair 2 weeks
Darn
ago.
millennial.
Darn millennial. I went to the Ren Fair 2 weeks back. And I'm like, I don't mind wasting $40 on leather with bounding paper. And I'm like, it's cute. A new thing to take notes in. I don't care. It's just an excuse to buy something exorbitantly expensive for probably not a good reason. But yeah, I lost the notes, so we're going to have been rewriting ideas and brainstorming some more, hopefully to keep us, captivated for extended amounts of time per episode, per longevity things.
Breathe. There you go.
Yes. How was regionals for you? This is your first time. I just want to pick your brain because that's kind of what we were going to do in Duluth. Was
Not even going to introduce me. You're just going to jump right into it. Huh?
People know who you are.
I mean, this is John. For those who don't know, hi,
Yep,
John.
Lon remembered to let me out of his basement to bring me this time.
So for the record, this camera does record faces, so any guys with eyeballs can see you.
But when you have a rotating cast, you always have to tell who's there.
Guest number 1 from the Revengeance podcast, episode number 1.
Revengeance.
We've had a total of 3 different people. Guess what? You're one of those 3 different people.
You're a Metal Gear game now.
Metal Gear.
Well, to answer your question, regionals was tiring.
I would say,
Did you feel like you learned a lot?
No.
No.
Because every single contingency that we trained for, I did not come across. So I didn't fight a single Blangmeyer. I didn't fight any Levy dresses.
Shiranui.
Didn't fight any Shiranui.
In all fairness, you shouldn't have seen Levy dresses. If you did, that was a surprise.
Yeah, that one was just kind of like last minute. Let's just in case. But yeah, no, everything we trained for, I didn't go against. I ended up getting my butt kicked by 2 lyrical decks.
Well, that's the beauty of pocket metas, because we were just after set 4, but just before set 5. And so there's this little tiny vacuum of what to expect versus what's coming around the bend. And because Impaldio, is that the right name?
Yeah.
That one I did not expect to do as well as it did. And because it was everywhere, I'm like, why is it doing so good? Why did everyone shift to this? I thought it wasn't ready until next set. And then we all had that light bulb moment after round 3. Someone's like, because it does really good against Shiranui. And we're like,
There's Soji Doji.
Shoji Doji.
Yeah,
'Cause, like,
and Shiranui too.
sure, yeah, it's like it does so good against both those decks,
And
despite one not really being there.
It's got a very solid defensive strategy, and it hits hard too. So
it does hit like a
it's-
truck.
It's a very, very versatile deck.
It plays a long game like Luard, but without deck building restrictions.
The irony is that most of the Stoicheia players, excluding me because didn't think about it, is playing the watermelon order, blitz order, that every time an unit attacks, your Vanguard gains 5k after you play it.
Or what something's called.
Or yeah, so like it acts like what
Impaldio does.
Impaldio is supposed to be doing, but he's a one of built into your Vanguard.
Well, dude, it's one of those things where it comes up. You need it only for one turn in that one game, just to turn it all around, to just be like, okay, I have foiled your entire your like full go into the wall strat turn.
And I've talked to you guys about this, but I'm so upset that I didn't try playing Fennel because Fennel plays third in that bracket, and their build is pure offense. Like, it goes against my nature to at least like not leave some room because I asked them, I'm like, how do you deal with this kind of meta? Because you're up against a very retire heavy meta, and their build wasn't even running the grade 2 that when you call it from drop, you can call another unit from drop. So its recycled method isn't as
Prevalent, yeah.
Yeah, but no, they're very much like, you either go first, or you go first and kill them on your first grade 3 turn, or you go second, you build enough resources to survive their grade 3 turn, and then you kill them then. It's just extremely
Honestly, I think
aggressive.
the only reason Fennel didn't do as good as it did in other places because some people just kind of forgot about the deck. They're focused on the divine decks for lyrical, and they're like, oh, it's only from lyrical set 4, so we're not going to pay much more attention to it. It's like, no, it actually just it crit on Vanguard and a rear guard. That's kind of annoying.
Yeah, of course, it's my favorite lyrical deck, and it's probably never going to soar that high again unless it gets some really bonkers support in the future.
Yeah, you never know. A random promo that's like worth $25 out the pack is always more than enough.
Oh, we put out a new order that's treated as trick or treat.
So I'm gonna let the people listening or watching have fun listening to you guys talk for a minute. I gotta go hunt down a cable to hook up my phone to the computer or to charge, so that way it doesn't die in the middle of this. But you guys keep rambling on. I'll be right back.
Oh, goodness gracious. I can do that. I have a perfect question for you. How was it like, since you're a part of the Top Deck Heroes channel, how was it like getting that attention while you were at regionals? Because you got to have this tiny little celebrity status where people can... Well, like,
most people were like, oh, I heard of you guys. And then I'm like, are you... And then a couple of times I asked, oh, are you on the channel? And I was like, yeah, I'm on the channel.
Well, you have one of those faces, that was like... I think I've seen him in the background of one of those videos before.
I've been in
Definitely not the
multiple
guy
videos.
who's like covering his eyes or pissing Philip off.
But yeah, it's no. It was cool. It was mostly more fun just being there as part of the group.
So I had the funniest experience, and it's very relevant and topical because I signed a Gravidia SP. I literally remember in our last recording, Alex, I said, we're going to Duluth. If you bring a Gravidia, I'll sign your Gravidias. If I didn't, I think I said it in not this. If it not, it was in our case opening of set 4. I think I said it. It was either this or the other because those were both before Duluth. And I'm like, I'll sign them. I'm like, please don't do SPs because I don't want to ruin your SPs. They're not expensive. It's just.
But then Lon's over here like, well, Gravidia's not worth much anyway, so I'll go ahead and do it.
And I was gonna say, what's more impressive, the fact that Lon offered to devalue people's cards, or the fact that someone went ahead and did it?
Yeah, it's the triple rare original Gravidia is worthless. It's not even like $2. SPs are under 10s,
No,
if not
it's
right at
even
10s.
less.
So like if you and then lo and behold, I think it was day 2, someone comes up, it's like, can you sign this for me? I got a card for each of you guys, and we were kind of scattered that day because it was day 2. I was doing Shadowverse. Other players were doing other things inside events, and
Can't
I'm
help
just
but
like,
notice I wasn't asked to sign anything.
well, I wasn't around you all the time, like your mom or something. I wouldn't babysit you. No, I'm not. That's not a burn on his mom. His mom's a great person, and. So he hands me the card to sign. I'm like, please don't tell me. And I flip. I could kind of see it in his binder. And I'm like, that looks familiar. But the foiling's like getting refracted off the light. And I can't quite see the card. And he hands it to me. I'm like, oh, this is exactly what I didn't want to happen. This is the right card, but not the right rarity. I'm going to feel bad. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, you want me to sign the card, not the sleeve? And he's like, yeah, sign the card. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, we bought some new Sharpies. And we had like these nice fine tip, or not fine tip, but they're like these more like they won't rub off.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, this ain't coming off the card once I sign this, I promise you. And I signed it. I kind of felt good about it because he understood that I love Gravidia and he loves Gravidia and that we should all love Gravidia.
So what if the right timeline, or what if it is the right timeline, that the person that's been topping with Gravidia mask is the guy who had you sign it, and he's using your signed mask in the ride line?
I don't know.
That would be hilarious.
Well, I think that'd be like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure he'd get DQ'd for having like a marked card. I wonder if side cards can get you DQ'd.
Well, if it's in your main deck, yes. But if it's your ride deck, they don't care. They don't even care what sleeves is on your ride deck as long as you're the same card. So if it's signed, they might not care.
Now, actually, Lon, I have a question for you that I just remembered because I watched the our quick start video that we did a while ago. And my biggest question for you is, who is Brantgate Best Girl? Because you said that Snow was Brantgate Best Girl, but I was under the impression you liked Archite more.
And then there's a moment he said Ava.
And Ava, too. So I'm like, who is
it's
Brantgate
this
Best
rotisserie.
Girl?
There's like a top 4 of like,
No.
and honestly, okay.
I got the answer.
No. This is funny. This actually gets us into today's topic.
I have the right
I was
answer,
hoping to segue from that.
So
Can I give my answer real quick?
sure.
Best Brantgate girl is Bat.
Bad.
Bat is best Brantgate girl.
So hear me out. And speaking of hearing me out, that is going to be you've probably seen it on the, you clicked on the video. I've tried to get most of us to collaborate at least a list of 5 cards, or like at least whether the card is a named character card or they're like in a card art, or like just they're in a card game, or they're from the show that the card game's about, vice versa. And we made a hear me out list. I haven't watched like extensive YouTube videos about the trend, but usually there's a trend you've probably seen online. It's a hear me out cake, where like usually like older women will get together and they'll get a party. They'll bake a cake and they'll put icing on everything, and they'll put these little unconventional characters from celebrities or TV shows or cartoons or whatever, you name it, or concepts even, and they put them on a long toothpick and stick it into the cake, and they'll be like, now hear me out, and like kind of defending the position of why this person is unconventionally attractive. And so with the Brantgate Best Girls I actually have a question. Is the new Brantgate boss the divine one? Is that a lady?
I have no idea.
It's got long hair, and the main character that uses it is a girl.
Oh, you mean Impaldio?
Impaldio. Is Impaldio a girl? I'd have to look at the card of this. There wasn't very obvious booba, but the hips don't lie.
I mean, it could be what you want. It's a robot, ain't it?
It's no shit.
Yes, that's obvious. Yeah, so is 2B, but it's very obvious.
I'm just saying.
But yes, there's the 3 like Archite, Ava, and Snow are conventionally attractive, and then Gravidia is unconventionally attractive, thus making it funny when you talk about Gravidia being the best girl. So we've compiled list of cards and characters that are
you
here.
didn't answer my question.
Which one's best? I'm trying to avoid it. It depends on what season of card gameplay I'm feeling, and also each one fulfills a different category. If I had to pick the best one, it's kind of a tie between Archite and Ava, and it's ironic because in lore they're friends, quote unquote, and they work at the same place, and then one kind of gets used for their position to help the other, a betrayal of friendship. But like Archite I like more because the color schemes are nice. My favorite color is blue, especially like Seafoam, like a green, blue, teal, whatever, and her hair is that color. So it's like all these obvious things that, like, yes, I like Archite the best. If we're talking about functionality, Ava is the best. Like, so like there's different tiers. Like for the category of like just straight up looks cool, plays fun, Archite. Ava plays the best and looks the best. I have the whole ride line SP'd. And then Jail, I love the mechanics of Jail, but sometimes that deck really infuriates me.
No. The correct answer is Ava because of her design. Nothing is hotter than disregarding lab safety.
Whoa. I got you a better one. Out of all those you listed, who has their own comic?
Who has their own comic?
Doesn't Ava have her own comic?
Exactly. Ava has her own comic.
She also has her own official voice actor, too.
Exactly.
Wait, I'm learning new things. What? And no one's shared this information?
We have. You just never paid attention.
So is it a comic or manga? Are you like uncultured or what?
It's a manga.
Thank you. Mangoes.
There is a manga, and then they also, for one of their sneak previews, they have an an actress voice Ava as a character, like announcing.
She actually does have
No
a
one
voice.
shared this.
I did actually share that with you.
You didn't at Lon, obviously. In our
No, I
text.
showed you at the card shop.
Obviously, I was not paying attention.
You obviously weren't.
I think you're lying. I honestly don't think I would forget this.
John was there.
Maybe you showed John and not me.
No, I showed you. I remember.
You want to like hold that newspaper up and show me that photo where I'm in it and the image is in it? You know, like all these things actually happen, or you're just blowing smoke out your butt?
I will prove it to you because I'll show it to you after the stream, and you'll
Well,
be like,
then
"Oh, now I
obviously-
remember."
Okay,
So-
I'll be here to be proven wrong.
So I did want to go into this small tangent before we started because when you initially gave us this assignment yesterday,
hey, I was able to do it in like an hour.
what was going to be 2 hours before the podcast, what did became a day, thankfully. I initially was just like, oh, just crushes from card games, and I was like, does Pokemon count?
And I said yes.
But so I was originally just going to go because this brought me onto an entire thought process where I was talking about like my crushes in Pokemon, like waifus in Pokemon, literally defined like my age at the time.
To be fair, yes, because Pokemon was aimed at us as an audience when we were kids.
no.
No, I'm just saying like that we were at that age group. We're 90s kids.
No, I'm talking about like as I grew older and my taste changed, like the Pokemon waifu indicated exactly why. So like first off, when you're, let's say you're like 6, 7, right? 7, 8, you have Misty because she's the first one there, you know, first in, best dressed. And you're like, oh, I love Misty. Then around when I'm like 11, the Manaphy movie came out, right? And then you get to see May as like a mother figure, and she's just so innocent and cute. And I'm like, I fell in love with May at that time. So that's like preteen. And then come 14, 15, you've got, if you've had Gen 3 for a while, you got Flannery. Flannery, 18, older girl, hot.
Which one's Flannery?
The fire gym leader from Hoenn from Gen 3. Red hair.
Gen 3?
Yeah.
Gen 3 is Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
She's the one in the hot spring town. Anyway, but anyway, that's like
you.
adolescent, like, oh my gosh, she's so hot. And then now it's Cynthia, because that is a woman. Cynthia is, and now you can recognize Cynthia is Pokemon Best Girl because that is a woman.
Well, now to subvert all expectations, because we are looking at unconventionally attractive, the Hear Me Outs. Obviously, this is all comical. None of us are furries or any other weird sexual variant.
Bro, they're about to invent entirely new forms of sexuality off of this.
Exactly. This
God.
is purely for comical effect, but these are definitely jokes we have made, if not just by brainstorming this list, have come up with new things to address. I have a sample one I'm going to go ahead and share just to sign it.
You go ahead and start us.
I kind of have told them this in advance, kind of to set the example and like the tone of this. So my first Hear Me Out is from Shadowverse Evolve, specifically new set 7, Extreme Carrot. Now hear me out.
Oh, hold up a little more.
I gotta read the list.
Make sure the audience.
They saw him. He's got a wooden spoon, a
everyone takes
sword, a cape, and a smile that doesn't quit.
Make sure everyone takes it in.
So he's good on the eyes. He will give you health, because if you read the card, it explains the card. He's quick on his feet because he has rush, and he's got them boots. And he keeps coming back for more, meaning if you have set up your board correctly, he will bring back another copy of himself once he dies, and that will also be quick on its feet and give you health.
He never quits.
He never quits until you run out of all 3 copies. Then he quits. But that's 3 times in a row. I don't know about anyone else, but that's a lot of action in one turn. So that's my example of kind of to set the mood of where we're going with this. So I don't know if you would like to go first in any of this, or
I will go next. So this is going to be the most normal one of the bunch that I've come up with.
I would say I don't know if you set it up in an order. I've set mine kind of in like a escalating order, and then I have some bonuses that are kind of like random.
I have one bonus that everyone is going to hate.
So despite the extra day and some change to think of a list, Alex had only come up with a few. He's probably brainstorming some more as we're going.
I have 4 now.
Okay,
So we're growing.
That's good.
He's been looking it up while we've been talking.
we're all
No, it's been clicking in my head. I was like, oh wait, never mind. That sure works.
So for just the record, that was my example. I still have 5 more like of the list, but you're going to start us off with number like the normal, like the kind of the where we're going to set the trend.
So this is going to be the most normal one of the bunch that I have. I don't know if any of you remember playing Duel Masters.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
There was one specific card that was in the English version of Duel Masters because they stopped printing it in English. But the Liquid People series. So do you remember Aqua Hulkus?
No.
It was a simple. I think it was two mana. You enter battlefield, draw a card. I love the art, and so I love the Liquid People aesthetic. And as I was looking up, I was going to pick Aqua Hulkus, but I'm like, it's too bland. But I found Mrs. Aqua.
Okay.
I gotta see that.
Mrs. Aqua.
That's
Yeah,
I
hear
don't
me
know.
out.
That does seem
It's
conventional,
mostly
but
conventional.
she is completely made of water.
She's completely made of water. She's practically a slime.
completely made of water.
Here's the thing about slime girls, and that's it. You don't ever have to try to get her wet. Also,
I'm already done with this.
that was the simple one. Again, I didn't think too hard in that, and then I started
Again,
thinking a lot harder.
so-
This was the one that I came up with, like when I thought I only had an hour on the clock, and I was working when you gave me the news.
Well, I'm not. It's not my fault. Except it's my fault.
But that's a quick
Yeah.
one. That's the most normal one.
So, Alex, would you like to go next?
Sure. I will do one that I feel is a quick one. This is off of another card game also. Is used for Yu-Gi-Oh!
Do I
Juan's
know-
going to have to look this one up.
Okay.
It is Papa Corn. Hear me out.
Oh boy, Papa Corn.
I'm going to let Lon get the picture up before I start
So
talking about
here's
this.
Papa Corn for
There's
everyone at
Papa
home.
Corn.
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's hear you out.
Hear me out. All right. So he's a fatherly figure.
He does have
He's
his
very
son.
stylish. Probably knows a lot of good movies.
Like what specifically, Zorro?
Because, you know.
Papa Corn.
And
I'm
that's
being
what I got.
innocent. I'm being innocent.
But that's all I got there. That's my short one.
Honestly, I'm jealous of how well you that joke was set up well. I'm a little jealous. So here's my number one to set my basis. Unironically, this is kind of in a similar realm to both John and Alex. This is a Yu-Gi-Oh card, but it does involve water. My hear me out is Wiz Sage for Hire.
For hire.
Oh.
She's like a squid octopus lady.
Yeah.
Now hear me out.
Whole new sexuality is being invented today.
So if anyone who played Yu-Gi-Oh or knows of Yu-Gi-Oh, the for hires as a joke in the game, or to the people who play the game, all the for hires are furries. Like everyone's like, yeah, that's the furry deck.
Yeah.
The furries play that deck. This was the only one in the whole entire deck. It's not even a good card in the deck. It's just like, if there was a Dark Magician girl in that deck, this is as close as you get. So hear me out. She's smooth. She's exotic. I don't know if you saw the way she's dressed. It's kind of like a gypsy. She's intelligent. She's a spellcaster. She got them brains to know them spells. I don't know if you know anything about D&D. You gotta, okay, if you're a wizard, if you're a spellcaster, you're just like, oh, I cheated. I don't read books. She's got cake. I don't know if you saw that defense stat is 2,800 defense. That's a lot. Like for the reference, she only has 1,600 attack. That's almost twice as much cake as she's got front. So those hips don't lie.
That's good.
So that's kind of like our tier one level, or sorry, our bottom tier.
That's our
so our pyramid of
Our starter picks.
Are as normal as it gets. It only gets worse.
Our pyramid of hear me out. All right, let's hear.
It's
tier
okay.
two
I gotta
of-
wait till I get halfway in so I don't die to Philip.
Well, I'm sure we actually discussed this on the channel before. This is one that we are all very familiar with, that I know that you all should know that I have a somewhat affinity to. I chose Greedon because the first time you guys had me on the podcast a long time ago when we did
Is this a deep cut?
this is the deep cut. We talked about Greedon, and I was like, that's a man.
Well, not even.
Now hear me out.
Yeah,
That's a man.
we had you on for, was it a V time? I think.
I think it was.
No,
yeah.
it was an old podcast.
It was a
was?
podcast.
Yeah,
yep.
it was one of the old podcasts when we had the couch.
Oh yeah, because we were talking about Flagberg
it
and
was
everything
me.
at the
It
same
was
time.
us three and Connor.
Yeah.
So, he's well dressed, man, fashionable.
Dapper, one would
Very
say.
dapper.
Dapper, one would say.
He's got that mob boss vibe, so he's very big on family.
And a hat.
Very, very goal oriented for sure, and he'll protect you, especially with the mask.
No. He will protect you. He won't let you down, even when you take 6 damage.
Even when you take 6 damage, he is, and not to mention,
He will take the hits for you.
and I want you guys to hear me out on this. Very important, Dragon Dick.
They make a website for that dog. Oh no,
Oh man.
Okay, so I guess I'm next.
All right, how can you lower this bar for us?
How can I lower the bar? All right, let's see. My next one. So this one's controversial, like, if it fits into the realm of this or not. I'm gonna say you Jabberwock.
Oh.
That's not fair at all. But it did cross my mind. Yeah, I'll pull it.
Hear me out, okay?
Oh.
So
That is not unconventional, Alex.
I
That
know
is-
some people aren't into the whole dragon thing.
To be fair,
No.
the only dragon part about her is her hands. Literally,
and the horns.
Is it?
No. Like, scroll down. I thought at first in the art she had like a snake body. No, she just has legs. She has,
Fine,
like,
I will scribble this one out.
But we can still talk about it.
Oh wow, it's only 50 right now.
Yeah, no, it's no one's.
I will find a way to add another one to make up for this one.
Well, to be fair, we'll still talk about it.
Okay, so reason I say this is hear me out.
No, wait,
is-
yeah, I'm even wrong too. She doesn't have dragon arms. She has portals where dragon arms are coming out of. She just has human ass hands. She's fine though. So she's definitely not in this. We're gonna
Okay,
throw this out.
I'll still go with what I was gonna do, and I'll find a one to plug in after that.
Okay.
To make up for it.
Original art Jabberwock.
Yeah, the original. But
And
has
I'll go before
obviously
dragon dick.
but obviously has the looks. Probably has the build of Dimitrescu. So if you're into tall women, big women,
Yeah.
um,
Uppies.
and because of her stats, is strong enough to protect you.
She will eat your firstborn.
She
But give you another kid. A stronger kid, even.
stronger
Again,
kid.
Demetrescu, you know that awakened like a lot of children, that turned a lot of boys into men when that game came out, right?
If not, it
You are
turned a
ba-
lot of mentally young men into adults. Like they're bright. They were adult age, but they had the mind of a child, and then they see that and they're like, "Ugh, I'd like to file my taxes."
Had Markiplier and Ego Raptor head over heels. You guys, it's not unconventional.
I will find a new one to replace.
but-
You are bad at this game.
But no.
I am bad at
But that with it's funny though with Jabberwock. Yeah, she will. Yeah, don't like have her come in as stepmom because she will kill your kid, but give you a stronger kid with her bloodline because of her ability.
I don't know. Some people might be up for that. You know what? That's dedication.
It's dedication to the game.
What's your next one, Lon?
Okay, we'll come back to you.
I'll come
Alex.
back. Yeah, we'll
So-
come back. I'll find.
It's hard to do on the
I'll try to
spot.
find one while you guys are going.
So I unfortunately have quickly ratcheted this up with my next pick from Shadowverse Evolve, Magna Legacy.
Okay.
Just take a longer look. Magna Legacy. Now hear me out.
It's not even.
Magna. Magna.
It's not even sentient though.
It has abilities. It is a supreme. We do not
Juan,
know what the divine is
This
capable
This
of.
hurts
Bro
me.
fell in love with a cannon.
Bitches love cannons. I ain't no bitch though. Magna Legacy is shiny and employed. They are defending a city. They have a job. And look, Magna Legacy themselves is a house. So look, I'm not homeless if I'm with Magna Legacy. Though I am also employed too at the same time.
You're like the millennial Reddit white woman who like marries her house.
No. I'm just
unofficially.
no. I'm not the person who marries their house. I'm just the crazy old man in the lighthouse who thinks it's his wife. The storm's coming up.
You guys remember Haunted Man or not Haunted Mansion? Haunted House.
Yeah, Haunted House.
Yeah, Haunted House.
with Eddie Murphy.
Was that Eddie Murphy? No.
I think of Haunted Mansion.
Monster House.
Monster House.
That's a whole
Where
different movie. Yeah,
his
Monster
wife possesses the house. Yeah.
Spoiler for like a 10-year-old movie.
Longer.
Longer than that's
I
gonna-
was a kid.
You
I
haven't
had
seen
it on
that movie
DVD.
yet, and you're really wanting to get spoiled by that. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
My
Well,
turn now.
without going back to Alex, because I'm assuming he'll jump in on tier 3.
Oh, I guess I still
guys
got
said-
some lined up.
Okay. Let's see if you can redeem yourself.
Okay. So my next one is the one where
I
I'm
was gonna say,
probably
like,
never
Dark Magician Girl or
is,
something.
is probably the one I'm going to need witness protection from after I do this.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to say Cheer Girl to Adelaide.
Oh,
Hear me out.
No.
Hear me out.
You said Adelaide.
Adelaide.
Oh, jeez.
Kill Trigger
Yes, it is.
again.
Hear me out.
That is 10 out of 10 wood.
Wait. Which one? There's two different arts.
The OG.
OG. Okay.
Oh,
OG.
never mind. That's a different heel trigger. All right.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the
Hold on,
Dark
let me
States
switch back.
heel trigger.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, Philip,
Okay.
avert your eyes.
I thought your eyes. If I skip this whole portion, don't even listen.
never
Okay,
mind.
I need to hear this out.
All right.
This-
Hear me out.
This one definitely does.
She's very cheerful. She
Wow.
probably has a strong career because she's actually in sports as a cheerleader, and she has a very big heart, probably.
Full cholesterol.
very big heart. Probably two of them.
That heart's probably the size of your head, considering
It's-
she's like.
hey, whoa.
I don't know if you've seen the other art from V, dude. Her veins are popping out all over her body.
Wait. Hear me out. It's about what's in the inside, not the outside.
She has strong character as well as strong muscles. Oh, that one's okay. You definitely stepped up.
Like I said, I realized after I wrote down the Jabberwock that I was like, it probably isn't going to really fit this well. So I was already trying to
Trust
bid for it.
me, that's been like at the top of my list. So, John, would you like to take us a step further into these waters, deeper down this iceberg?
So this followed the vein of thought that I had with Greedon, and I don't know if you remember from this unset, Lon. I believe this might have been What was the one after stable?
Are you talking about that little booster box thing we got? I think that one's called
Unsanctioned.
unsanctioned. Yes.
So do you remember Alexander Clamilton?
Yes. Oh my God. So just for the camera, Alexander Clamilton.
So
All right, let's hear you. Oh yeah, Alexander Clamilton.
This follows a similar line to Greedon. Very well dressed. He's a man of culture. He's a man of high society. Whenever you cast a wordy spell, strike two, so he's well knowledgeable, and he's always packing. Man believes in the second Clam Amendment.
Second clam of
Not only
Amendment.
that, but he's also willing to fight for you, especially if you can reveal a card that has wordy line text, because then he'll buff himself and then fight that creature. And he doesn't even buff his toughness either, so he's willing to go down for you.
He's going down swinging.
Clamilton.
And so, yeah, he's a man of high society.
Very dapper.
Very dapper.
Very dapper.
And only a 3-drop, too. So, he's
not expensive.
he's not.
He's budget friendly.
Yeah, exactly. For a man of means, he's tight with a budget. He understands.
He understands a baller on a budget.
Yeah.
All right, Alex, do you have a way to take us into these?
Sure.
Iceberg
I still
level?
have another one, so I can get my last one in the last roundabout.
Don't worry.
Let me switch back to me. So my second to last one is Chakravarti Divine Dragon Jiva.
One word.
Sorry, Nirvana Jeva.
Nirvana.
Jeheva.
Oh. You know what? This does fall into
Yes,
this
this
category.
does fall in this category.
Because conventionally, yes, then you just like look up past the chest and you're like, for reference.
Oh,
It does technically fall into all of this. Yes, we Vanguard players are very well aware of hot mommy chicken.
Yes.
Tell us, Colonel Sanders, why is this attractive to you?
Well, first of all, she's hot, literally. Second of all,
That hurt. That really hurt.
she's a.
Alex put a lot of effort in this one.
I did put a lot of effort into this one.
He had little time and he made it count.
I did. I trust me. When you get to the rest of these, you understand why I made it count. Her second though, she's a really good listener because she is the deity of that era. She listens to all the prayers, so she's a very good listener. So she'll listen to your problems.
He's not wrong to pray your dragons.
Yeah.
Thirdly,
She's very popular, has a very big cult following because a lot of people want to pray towards her. And
he's spitting facts. It hurts.
That's just
and the last part is she can make good change out of you. She'll bring you up and turn you to the best that you can be.
By cross-dressing, yeah. That's stacking up the pieces, yeah. Dang it, I hate how right this is. This is very accurate. It's like
it's
we're
very right.
We're ratcheting it into weird. And he's just like mathematically hitting this graph
This graph.
accurately, and it's actually making me quite sad.
All right, what's your next?
All right, now I gotta commit to get my last one.
So here's my third, in our third tier. Right, this is our third tier.
This is our fourth.
No. because
It came all the way around.
you're
the
last.
last one.
this is
You're
I'm
last.
the last every time. So, Dimension Creeper. So you didn't play older Vanguard. So hear me out.
Hear me out.
This is a bad version because his ability is not as free. In OG Vanguard, you could remove him from your soul in Soul Charge 2. It was played in Dark States all the time, or Dark Irregulars. So hear me out. He's flexible. I mean, he's literally fluid. He can fit in anywhere and most builds. He enriches the soul. Really? You ain't going to give me a single chuckle on that?
Sorry.
Enriches the... you can make "she's hot" jokes, and then I make better more clever puns, and you're just like, chirp.
Sorry.
Lastly, what that goo do? What does that goo do, man? Like, look at all those little hands in there, man. He got all them. Oh, they got them little hands. I don't know if that's a he, a she, or a what. What that goo do? What do that goo do?
That hurt.
It did hurt.
That hurt a lot.
It's only going to get worse because we're now stepping into a deeper layer, the tier 4. So, with tier 4 on the way, John, how can you make this worse?
How can you?
Well-
what is the worst of your worst?
Let's hear you out.
This isn't the worst of the worst. The
Next tier is
the
the-
last one is the worst of
Oh.
the worst.
Sorry.
So, what Lon didn't realize is when he gave us access to card game, that was a very broad
Correct.
restriction. If you guys forget that Disney Lorcana
Oh no!
card game. So if you guys knowing me, what Disney character do you think that I would put?
The girl from Atlantis, but if it's unconventional.
Ursula.
Ursula? No, some people could be definitely into Ursula, not unconventional.
Unfortunately, he's correct.
Mrs. Potts.
No, please don't tell me it's the girl line from Lion King.
The people drawing her knew what they were doing.
Okay,
no.
just spill this.
So I chose Chernabog, the demon from Fantasia.
I didn't think they'd make him a card. Oh no, Chernabog. Oh no.
Quite simply, if you want to go by the card game mechanics, for each character card in your discard, you pay one less to play him. So he pays for himself in late game, so he knows. And then when he's a recycler, he recycles too, which is very important because when you play him, you shuffle all cards from your discard back into your deck. So he's a recycler. But more importantly, if anyone's ever played Kingdom Hearts 1,
Oh no.
that it actually plays the music. I believe I want to think it's Mozart.
Of course, you picked
Plays
his
a song.
enchanted version of the card that gets its alternate art because that's what he normally looks like.
Oh, that's even better. That
Well, no,
reminds
no.
me of Gargoyle.
So like 38 cent.
Oh, I chose
$76.
the expensive one, but
Well-
also he just loves music, and more importantly, he doesn't talk that much. In fact, he doesn't talk at all.
But he broods.
Broods.
Is that an upside? Is that a?
Brooding, and look at that physique.
He's pretty stacked. Like the other art shows his pecs off a bit more. He's got he's flexing his arm. Mm-hmm. He's powerful.
Yeah,
I have no
I
idea.
like the original art better. It reminds me of the Gargoyles.
Gargoyles, yeah. What a good show. I need to rewatch it.
That is a really good show.
Oh, it holds up. 90 kids know. So with Chernabog out of the way, honestly, kind of didn't see that coming. No, that was kind of
that was the
good-
most left field you could go.
No, that was a. John's been coming up with the husbandos lately.
It's what I do. I keep you guys on your toes.
Well, Alex, let's hear
I'm the
it.
gayest straight guy you
Well-
guys will ever meet.
Unfortunately, I have to keep hunting for my last one, so I'm going to hit myself in the last bit of circle, and I'm going to
Okay.
come back to Lon.
Well, then I will take us to a funny place.
I actually kind of want to go last for the final tier.
Okay, I will allow. Well, then it'll be me, and then Alex,
Then you
and
again.
then you.
Okay. I feel like we're gonna need it.
Because I'm. So I'll be going twice in a row.
Yes.
Sure.
So, metal elements screw you. Screw you. You remember
Screw
that?
me, screw you.
Remember that card, Alex? It's from G. It's from Fighters Collection.
I'm trying to remember.
It's a G guard.
Oh my god. Yeah, I remember.
I get
So
it.
for those at home,
Don't need to hear you out. I understand 100%, buddy.
No,
I
no,
hear
no,
you.
no, 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 no. Hear
I
me out.
understand
Hear me
loud and
out.
clear.
Now hear me out. So just for those at home, here's a longer lingering picture, and time's up. So hear me out. He's tall. I'm also tall. So like being at eye level is nice. Sorry, honey. In case my wife's listening. She's short, but it's okay because she's spicier because she's closer to hell. He's expressive. I mean, look at that face. In case you can't tell, that's his face.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Are you in trouble?
Let's pause for a quick sec. Hold on. Hello? Okay. Love you too, bye.
Should just kept that in.
He still can, actually.
I still can.
So I'm assuming you're the local IT in your family?
Yeah, well, she went to go but get a Cyber Monday deal.
Oh.
And she like ordered it for herself, but she never ordered it online. So I was like, okay, cool. I ordered it. You go pick it up. It's in your name. You should be able to go pick it up. And she's like, well, what if I have problems? Like, if you have an issue, just call me. I thought it was going to happen before we recorded, not during the recording.
She went before the store closed.
Oh, wait.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Hello? Hello?
Pocket dial?
Probably.
That's honestly content. This is
Yeah.
this is why you should be a follower of our podcast and watch us regularly, because you get nice little inside glances into our lives of Alex being IT support. Oh wait, no, that happens every time we record. So metal element, screw you. He's expressive. We saw his cute little smile, his awkward smile. And he definitely fills a hole.
He fills that hole.
He fills a hole.
Both metaphorically and physically.
And I'll leave it at that. But that name, though. So, what's your tier 4? Because we're in tier 4. Sorry, I was right. I have to go 2 in a row.
You go 2 in a row. You're on tier 5 now.
So,
The final one.
the deepest tier. I have some bonuses if we have extra time, and we'll kind of do a lightning round. Some of these are long. Some of these are like. The name says it all. This could be a cop out, but I felt it was the best one. Emrakul.
I figured it was going to go there.
So
I expected it for one of you two.
The original.
I expected it for one of you two.
Torn.
I didn't know who.
So Emrakul, Aeon's Torn.
Okay.
See, I would have gone with Kozilek, but that's...
No. Emrakul's a lady. It's in the lore.
Yeah, I know.
Because
You notice I have a theme here. I've been big and big muscly tits.
Emrakul is out of this world.
True.
Don't worry, the jokes get worse. She is an angel. they're bad news. What them hands do? Have you seen those tiny little hands?
Able to fend off up to...
What those hands
What
do?
those hands
Able
do.
to fend off up to 12 squirrels.
Up to 12
flying
squirrels.
No, make that 15, bud.
Oh, that's right, 15. Can handle up to 14 flying squirrels.
But no
Up
more.
to-
No more.
Maximum 14.
Hey, bro, have you played squirrel with a gun? Squirrels are dangerous.
She's so good in relationships. She can read my mind. We're linked psychically even. Mommy. Those are my 5 reasons why for tier 5. So Alex, what is your last one?
Okay. My last one is going to be another Vanguard card. It's going to be the
Stick with what
Noblest
you know.
Rose token. Hear me out.
Noblest Rose token. Oh, God. I mean, yeah, I could see it.
You want to show the camera?
Yeah, you want to share for the class so we can see. Okay.
The camera. I'm not camera.
So my thing is, hear me out. She probably has a good sense of smell and smells pretty good.
I disagree with that. I'm pretty sure her sense of smell would be shot.
Well,
Wouldn't be able to smell anything
so,
else.
correction. She smells really good.
There you go.
She smells really good.
She good hygiene.
Yes.
Probably what you mean.
Very classy, very elegant.
Nobility.
And if you're one of those guys that's into bondage, she can really tie you up.
Yep.
I don't know that one.
No,
That
that's a
one-
stretch.
that
I was
joke
also trying to reach for this last one, so I
Plus
was
she's
trying to
definitely
dig.
plus she's definitely into botany. You gotta love a girl with a hobby, you know.
She do got them hobbies. She's great with kids.
Girl with a
Just
green,
don't-
girl with a green thumb. That's always attractive,
Just don't.
and also green everything else.
Just it's like one of those. Just don't piss her off because the father figure of that is probably not one you want to piss off.
Yeah.
A giant, bear dog looking thing.
Okay.
So let's see how low this goes, John.
Now, before we get to mine, I want to go ahead and state this right now. I hate Lon for giving me this assignment
Oh no!
because when I discovered this, I'm like,
It's just a soul searching kind of
This-
assignment, isn't
A
it?
soul searching assignment.
this definitely will epitomize. Hear me out. What I want you guys to Google is SWSH182.
So wait, SWSH
SH182.
182.
Let me see this.
Am I supposed to be pulling up images?
Yes.
No.
Share for the class. So
What you
No.
have here.
we gotta share for the class so we can all fill this page.
No.
Put this on the screen, please. This is very important.
No.
Oh,
No.
Now,
Oh, can I get the fedora for you? Now, hear me out.
hear me out.
Did you know
As we-
Vaporeon?
As we all know, scientifically, Vaporeon is the most fuckable Pokemon. As we all know.
Why did we go here?
I want to stipulate this right now. I don't understand why. But the guy who drew this art,
Why this one?
look closely at this art. Look at the face on Vaporeon right there.
So just focus on the face.
The way they do the eyes, the way the smile is. I don't understand the whole Vaporeon thing. The guy who drew this art clearly does.
Oh my god!
So you're calling the artist out. Let's see if it's on the card.
It probably is.
It was faint.
Atsushi Furusawa. You're calling
Atsushi
Mr.
Furusawa, you have disgraced the entire Furusawa family.
Okay, do not do that. He probably made a lot of
Don't
money
do
off of
that.
this.
Don't.
But again, and I don't understand that at all.
That whole-
Clearly, Jolteon is better
Oh my god!
in every way.
You into spikes?
Not even sexually, just a better Pokemon. Period.
Oh,
But
the superior evolution.
yeah, and I don't understand the Vaporeon thing, but that art right there I was like, wow.
They put a lot more expression in the face than needed to
Then
be.
needed to again. This goes back to the thing I was talking about. Nala, the guy did not need to animate Nala's doomy eyes in that one scene of The Lion King as well as they did. For some reason, they decided to do that.
So yeah,
The guy decided to draw a female lion, giving Simba the "you know what's about to happen" eyes, and I'm like, that artist did not need to do that.
a lot of things didn't need to happen in Disneyland or the animator studios or just in anthropomorphic animals in general. To all the furries out there, I'm sorry that people did this to awaken something within you. To people who are questioning, sorry we had to brush past this subject. I apologize for what John has done to bring up the subject that everyone had in the back of their mind that
so-
is a meme.
Who's picking Vaporeon?
So because of the name of the topic of this, I am not hearing you out on this one.
Unfortunately, you are off the council now. Hear me out.
That is why I saved it for last.
You know what? That's fair, and I think
Yeah, 'cause
you
it
know
would've
what?
been-
let's do a palate cleanse. I have some bonuses.
Okay, go.
I
go
got some
for it.
bonuses.
Go for
'cause
it.
How long are we on the clock? Here?
We
I have another bonus that's also Pokemon related.
We're 48 minutes in.
We're 40.
49.
Okay,
49.
we got plenty of time then to some sheer fire some of this. So how many bonuses did you
Just
have?
one.
You want to go ahead and just shoot it for me?
I have another.
That
Pokemon.
way, in case we don't end on another bad note,
I have another Pokemon one. This one's slightly more understandable.
only slightly.
Only
Slightly
slightly.
though. So here we have the.
No, this is literally the second example. What do you mean? This is literally the next worst. This is Vaporeon's the worst. This is the. This is tied for second worst. Because there's only one Pokemon that ties.
No, it's
And you-
not. Lopunny is.
That's
the
what I'm
second
saying.
worst.
Lopunny
No.
is the second worst one beside it. This one you're about to show us and Lopunny are tied for second.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Here.
Okay.
No.
You want to guess, Alex? You want to guess?
I got one over John, and then we can come back to John to make him
I want you want to guess what his is before he turns the phone around.
Clefairy.
No, okay, never mind. He totally missed it.
No,
Flip that
it's
awful-
Gardevoir.
Oh my
Obviously.
god.
Okay, here we go. We have the Gardevoir EXR, and this is the reason why I chose it because I was just looking for Pokemon. For like, I bet I can find something to work with.
It could have been any Gardevoir art. Don't defend it like, oh, it's because it's this one.
No. This is actually is specific because I never thought of it this way.
People,
until now.
people in listening to
So,
this podcast are going to learn more about John than the entire channel of Top
quite
Deck Heroes is going to learn.
specifically, Shiny Gardevoir's Mega Evolution for right there. So the one on the left. I never once saw Gardevoir like as like giving off goth girl vibes,
Oh,
except
no.
in the Mega Evolution.
Oh my god.
Is this
For the shiny,
You know-
because the shiny Gardevoir still has white
Wait,
fronds and
wait.
everything, but the shiny Mega version has black front.
Wait, no.
Black dress.
I got this. John, let me guess. Your third after that was going to be Cothatelli.
No, my third after that was gonna be Scrooge McDuck.
Hey,
Okay,
that's
here.
a great transition.
I'll add to my flavorful palate cleanse.
I know.
All right.
No, I had a great transition from Scrooge McDuck. It's a quick one, I promise you.
Fine.
I wasn't kidding, by the way. It's on here. I had it downloaded already.
Jesus,
I was ready to
man.
put out
So,
Scrooge McDuck.
speaking of not quite Scrooge McDuck, a little less unconventional, Hamza from Shadowverse Evolve. I didn't write down much. He's royalty, stonks, and he honks.
And he honks.
He stonks and he honks.
Honestly, you could say all three of those things, minus the royalty about Scrooge McDuck. So, but this one's less person, so very unconventionally attractive. But he does have them doomy eyes.
Hold on.
Oh my god.
He's giving you a look.
He doesn't have the doomy eyes. He has the
I'm gonna
your
do-
girlfriend ghosts me daddy eyes.
Yeah, no, that's the doomy eyes. If you're
That's the
his,
I'ma do you eyes.
if
Especially if you know anything about
Jeez.
geese.
if you are the target for his gaze, those are the doomy eyes. Yeah, sorry.
Avoiding the entire horror show that is a goose penis.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull one. I'm gonna pull one from John's book.
oh, here we go. Okay.
So it's only getting worse.
No.
Trust me.
Rakdos, Lord of Riots.
Oh, from my other part.
Brody.
The other side.
No. Listen,
Listen.
my last bonus
Yeah?
was Rakdos, any variation.
Oh, let's go.
So what were your hits? Like, what was your
I was gonna
whys?
say
Hear
he
me
knows
out.
he knows how to party.
He knows how to
He
party.
knows how to party. He's a very big he's a very big showstopper.
He likes to have fun.
Yeah. He's
Go for the
he's-
low
he's-
joke. Low hanging fruit here. Come on.
He's very big in his part in his group.
He's hot.
He's hot. Very hot. Well, I did that with Java. I didn't want to like double up on
He's
it.
hot. I said he gives rides to those he cares about, and you can
yeah.
interpret that in any sense. But if you're following magic
But-
lore, Gideon rode on his back to get to Bolus.
But just-
or the spark,
But just
Also-
like the
and
goose.
tiny bones, and tiny bones.
But just like the goose, if you look at his eyes in Lord of Riots, he's giving you the look.
I don't know.
I was going to say also, I can't zoom in for this one for some reason.
Oh, it's because I'm TCG player.
No, Amazon wouldn't let me zoom in. TCG lets you zoom in. I was also going to say for
That's
Rak-
fun. It's
for
funny that
Rakdos.
you had Lord Rakdos as well as I did. That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
okay.
from his ability, like say for some reason you lost everything in like a house fire and it's been a very damaging blow to your life, he can bring a lot of friends to help you move
Correct.
to your
They
new
are
place.
discounted. he brings a lot of discounts at a little bit of a cost, personal cost. He brings discounts.
And if you're one of those who likes the whole torture thing, you know, you might have you there.
So I have three more.
Go for it.
Yeah, no, I did some work. So how bad do I want to do this? I thought I saved some of these images.
How bad? You can't get worse than John's fucking Vaporeon lawn.
What people don't realize is Lon gave us 2 days for this. Lon's been ready for this for a week.
You know.
Give me a second. My
Meanwhile, I'm over here like the guy who never does his homework and is trying to do it last minute in class. Like, I gotta get this done.
Well, see, my phone went through an update, and so like a lot of the menus have changed. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to see if I could find something that I might have deleted on accident, thinking I wouldn't need the bonus.
Now, see, no. See, the
Okay,
Vaporeon one was it had to be done because like even I didn't understand why. I'm like,
So
this
here-
looks really
We're,
good.
we're gonna keep avoiding that.
Yeah, we're
so
gonna.
I don't
we're not-
understand it.
We're not going to talk
So
about
if you're
this
familiar
anymore.
with Yu-Gi-Oh TCG, I have 2 of these are Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, I have a Yu-Gi-Oh one too that I.
Okay, you said you had one. How many
forgot.
do you have?
I forgot about it. It's
More
kinda,
than me.
It's kind of more conventional, but there's kind of a hear me out
Lon,
portion to it.
he has more than I do. That's how many he has.
I had more than both of you.
No, he did.
Because, and I remember as a kid, for some reason, I had like some weird attachment to this card. I don't know why.
So, totally awesome.
Totally awesome.
Now hear me out.
That's literally just a frog, bro.
2 frogs, I'll have you know.
2 frogs.
And they're toads, I'll have you know. Hence the name. Do I need to say more? It's just the name. It's
got
totally awesome.
His if you're doing some
And
French
he brings
kiss,
the snack.
if you got that French kissing, he's got that tongue action.
All right, show us your first Yu-Gi-Oh thing.
So, do you remember the trap card Bad Reaction to Samochi?
Oh my god.
Jeez.
So again,
Oh my god.
That's conventional.
no, she is no, but again, she's also having like a really bad day. And
Yeah,
she's-
hot girls have
she's
bad
being-
days too.
she's
What do you
being
mean?
Yeah,
judged.
I'm
That's
with I'm with Lon on this one. that one actually falls unconventional.
That's why I didn't.
you don't
that's-
get to speak
That's why
on
this
this.
wasn't
I
in
know.
my main lineup.
I admitted my mistake as I was talking about it. I was like,
No,
yeah,
he has to admit his.
This is going with the unconventional because Yu-Gi-Oh has so many like obvious answers. You know, you have
Yeah.
like Dark Magician Girl and
that's
Silent
still
Magician
in
and
she's
the
got
Harpies.
cleavage in the art.
Yeah,
They
but
didn't
how many
censor that
people
one.
say, "Yo, who's the hottest Yu card?" People say, "Bad." The chick on Bad Reaction to Samochi.
So, speaking of censoring cards, you got to go on Google for this one, you three. You two. Sorry.
You know, you three, the people at home too. The people
All
watching.
right.
So I
tell me
want
what
you
I'm
to type in Worm King TCG.
Oh no.
Because in the OCG, he's missing a certain thing on his faceplate.
Oh no.
And go to images. And if you scroll a little bit, you'll probably see the.
Yeah. The
Sorry,
unsens-
I said TCG, OCG.
yeah. The original, the one that
I
didn't
said
get
TCG.
censored.
I wrote TCG.
I meant to say OCG.
The one that didn't get censored.
So
Oh my
just
god.
delete TCG and just OCG. Yeah, sorry.
Dear Lord.
So now you see the difference in what was missing. So here, since you can't see it, before, after. Do you see it?
No.
What's very obviously missing?
Oh.
So I mean, hear you out.
So here's for the people at home who don't have a Google on hand if their phone's in their pocket. Here's Worm King. That nice little mouth, we'll call it, is not in the TCG artwork. So hear me out. I have 4 Ys. Moist.
Oh God,
And you
why?
see how moist he is? He is dripping moist. Secondly,
What else was moist?
what that mouth do?
What the mouth do?
He removes barriers in my life because his effect in the card game is you contribute you contribute 1 reptile type worm monster, and you can to select 1 card your opponent controls and destroys it. So he removes barriers for you that are blocking your path to your enemies. He has he's a centaur. I don't know if you saw that. He's a centaur. He has like a horse bottom. He has 4 legs and 4 arms. You know what that means, right? Free rides. You get free rides. You get to go places.
I'm sorry. I still can't believe you said moist. You know what?
Sorry,
I didn't even use moist for fucking Vaporeon. And you decided to bring up moist.
For all the Jeffs at home. Moist.
Oh God, you're gonna have to play that to him because he's never gonna watch this. You got
No, just don't tell him it's in here. And then he'll have to be like, and he'll throw his headphones
Literally
across
just
the room.
timestamp
Oh my
it exactly for when
God.
Lon does
A
it.
trigger warning. And lastly, but certainly not leastly, I have no defenses on this, but I just thought it'd be funny to bring up. Any card from MetaZoo. Hear me out. They look like they were drawn by kids in middle school, but I love them. I think they bring a nostalgic to me because they look like OC Pokemon cards. Like someone drew their own Pokemon cards, but people were told what them what a cryptid is, and they tried to make a Pokemon game or a card game based off of it. But they're framed like Pokemon cards, but magic at the same time. I don't know, if you've looked at them and how they draw cards.
You reminded me of one more.
Okay, it
Okay.
only gets worse.
Throw it down here. It's the last one.
This is a card that Lon knows I have a very deep attachment to, and I have been trying to make work for
Oh no.
years now. Permeating mass from Magic the Gathering.
I thought you were going to
Wait,
say
what?
completely silent or completely normal
Totally
armchair.
normal armchair.
Totally
No,
normal armchair.
that's easy to make use. You just have the ruling and you
Wait,
stick it
wait,
in.
bring this closer. I need to see this.
Permeating mass.
Oh my god.
You want to read what it does to the class?
Whenever permeating mass deals combat damage to a creature, that creature becomes a copy of permeating mass.
So-
it is a 1/3, 1 green mana.
Let's hear your hear me outs on
Dude.
the spot.
Yeah,
You want me to tell you?
Hold
a
on,
hear me out?
let me
No,
hear
I have
this.
to go through the flavor text first. It's funny that you brought up Emrakul. Woodland Geist concluded that Emrakul would be unable to warp the denizens of the forest if the Geists got there first. Bro's a go-getter.
He's a go-getter.
He is trying to get up ahead of the fucking Eldrazi.
That's big.
And you know what? Very large community, too.
Very addictive personality.
Uh-huh. It's very, very...
Infectious personality.
Infectious personality. That is the perfect way to say it. Also, you know, he's also a budget guy. He's easy to get out. Easy to keep around. He's got a pretty big booty, too. For a one drop, he's a 1/3.
For his costs, he's got
He's a
lot of cake.
1/3 for one. Yeah, he's got.
This
pretty,
is
pretty
almost
good booty.
as bad as if you were to pick Muldrotha or Toxcroll.
Nah, this one's
No,
funny.
because they're not permeating mass.
yeah, no,
I've been trying to make that card
those
work
have
in Magic
toxic
forever.
in the name. This one does not. Actively trying to beat toxic cards.
You
like
can't even
Emrakul.
use him in Pauper Commander because he's a fucking rare.
I love the roller coaster if we went from high, then we dipped down.
So,
and
so
then
if
we
it's an
tried back up,
iceberg,
and
if it's an iceberg, it's a very jagged iceberg. It's
Yes,
got peaks
very.
and valleys all over the bottom. I don't
yeah.
know.
There was a very deep one whenever we hit Vaporeon.
So, but I figured this would be less conventional than rating our favorite Vanguard waifus or whatnot. I figured we've done stuff similar to that, if not personal at home. So we kind of know our answers.
Why else do you guys keep me around?
I know I thought this would be a challenge and a growing point for you, but you Vaporeon'd it up and proved me wrong. And you Gardevored it too. I don't know how you did that. You literally just forgot low punny.
I told you,
You just forgot low punny because it was
I
just bad
actively
enough. You're
chose not to do low punning.
Wait, so low punny's the bar you set yourself? Like, this is where we stop?
we can't
First of
go
all,
low punny.
Vaporeon is below that bar too. I just told you it was for. It's just that single art of the card. Don't know the Kurosawa. No, not Kurosawa. Fukugawa.
I don't know.
Furusawa. I think it was Furusawa.
Just roll it back.
He knew what he was doing when he drew that card. And he's like, he understood. I didn't understand the assignment. He understood the assignment. And I hate you.
I wish I didn't.
I hate you for giving this assignment, by the way.
I thought it was good character development. John proved me wrong.
Yep.
I felt it was good.
With one example.
I
he
felt it was
proved me
good character development line.
I think we've gotten closer as friends, and the internet has gotten closer to our lives, whether they want to or not.
They got a lot
Again,
closer to John than he did on watching him on the
I
Top Deck
led
Heroes.
This was parody, but John took it serious a little and really subverted my expectations. I thought it would be funny, and he hit the nail on the head with his dick in a very awful way. He closed his penis in the car door.
Jesus.
I slammed my penis in the car door.
And oh man, the internet will not be forgiving or kind.
I take my job as local Top Deck Heroes haha man very seriously.
We saw
and
that
people
yesterday.
wonder why he plays lyrical all the time.
It's just a step away from Vaporeon, you know. It's just a half step away, so it's okay, right?
I would be if I was really at that level of degeneracy. I'd play Stoy all the time.
Ooh.
Hey,
You know, the one whose cards are mostly woodland creatures.
Okay, that's furry territory. That's not the same as Vaporeon.
No,
Vaporeon has
Whoa,
its
whoa, whoa.
own category.
only great nature is that after you're out of great nature, you're fine.
and elves. He has a lot of elves too.
Elves is fine.
Elves are fine.
Elvis is fine.
And Bioroids are fine.
Bioroids, yeah, the flower girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fine.
Yeah.
The dryads are cool.
And you can't say Night Rose and Vampire Pirates. They're not
Vampire pirates.
Yes.
Yep, that is a word.
Yeah.
Oh, that's coming soon.
Yeah, it is.
February, right?
January.
January. Oh no.
A month away.
Oh no. My body's not ready for more striding.
Oh man, am I so glad there's no lyricals coming out in the next. I can skip a set.
Oh yeah, for
So
standard.
excited to skip.
But yeah, no, you just get lyrical sets where you have to just all or nothing in on those.
Yeah, you won't be getting anything till April.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Really?
Get to finally save some
April is
fucking
when
money.
set 7 comes out, which is when we get lyrical again.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Dude, I hope your decks are okay.
Yeah, no, Bushiroad just kind of ran out of ideas apparently.
They're like, okay, I can't keep making one triple rare for each deck for every 3 months. I can't. I'm sorry.
I hope the
Peace out.
OGs get a little support in the future because they are just falling out. No one plays any of the OGs anymore. Except, no,
from set
Letitia. Letitia did do really good although Letitia's set 2.
Correct.
Letitia's from set 2.
I think the only decent one from set 1 is
Willista, if it.
Willista.
Yeah, no one even plays.
No,
it.
no.
Me-
Kyrie still shows up.
Kyrie is still good. You're right because Kyrie can run Chris Rain in it now, and it actually works.
Yeah.
Huh. Weird how that works.
Mm.
Really?
That's what happened at
Yeah,
At
Duluth,
regionals.
in Duluth, yeah, some
Duluth.
people were running Chris Rain and then running into grade 4 Kyrie and just ride up into it.
You can just do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
'Cause
gives
as
you,
long-
it gives
as
you a
long-
free divine skill.
If you can find a way to shove one of the grade 4s into Soul, the skill is active.
Actually, wait, they're running Chris Rain in the ride line?
They were running Chris Rain in the ride line, and then they hard rode the grade 4 from their deck.
So the grade 4 can ride over any.
It can ride over any. There's no constraint. Same with any
No,
of
just
the
on ride
original
phase.
grade 4s.
Just
You
on ride
just
phase.
I just assumed all this time, but to be fair, most of their effects require you to have the grade 3 in the soul to do anything.
It's just like Maggie. Technically, I can throw grade 4 Maggie into any Stoicheia deck and just have as long as I have a Magnolia on the board, it counts.
That's fair. I'm just you don't touch a card for so long, you don't read it.
Yeah.
Reading's hard.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we have destroyed your brains for one more day, fellow listeners. We've given you brain rot. We've given you research. We've given you more reasons to look at cards less, and at least and not in the same way as you did before. Again, I'm sorry to the community for what we put out there.
Hope your views on John have not changed. They probably have.
If anything, this was just a refreshing splash of John Gatorade of like, oh, this is normal.
No. I can already tell you guys exactly what everyone thinks when they see me. They go, who? Who? Is he on the channel?
No, that's Atreus. Even somebody in the comments goes, "Wait, who's Atreus? I haven't seen him in a while."
Yeah. Oh, dude, that was rough. That Chase is like, very sad. But hopefully we'll be getting back on track with these. We'll be pumping them out a little bit more regularly. We just, holidays happened. We still have more holidays ahead of us, but there's gaps between
It's
our
the
schedules.
holiday season.
Are we gonna put do a Jay Schlatt and make a holiday Christmas album? Yeah, that
Bro,
dropped
I would-
dropped at midnight last night. He dropped
Oh
the full
my
album that he made himself. The scores are original.
Hey, Schlatt can sing.
No, I know he can.
Schlatt can sing.
He got a voice guy to help him, so it's better than normal.
It'd be funnier if Ted Division also dropped the holiday album.
If not, he features on the album.
Since
That'd be cool.
they like to compete as to who can sing better.
Correct.
Jesus.
I'm so sad about that. It is ending. I did
Mm-hmm.
look into that. I thought I didn't watch that episode yet when you asked me if it was because you just read the name to me, and I'm like, oh, they're probably talking about their speak pipes because I knew that was ending.
But no,
And
no.
now it
Chuckle
makes
is ending.
sense. Chuckle Week is the last week of because they pre-recorded that, but apparently they're going to end it with a banger. So I wonder who the last guest is going to be.
Well, whenever Chuckle Sandwich is done off the air, now you have another podcast to replace it with. The One to Pass podcast coming to you guys.
We will be hopefully as consistent, if not less. We do our best.
We're trying our best.
But yeah, hopefully we'll catch you guys in our next one with maybe John, maybe not John, maybe someone new. Hopefully or I can get Stefan in here for
should
a
get
second.
Oh,
time.
you should definitely get stuff.
You
No,
should
we
get
need to get
Hector
Hector.
in on one.
We need to get Hector. We
Hector
tried to
was supposed to be on this one, but things got caught up yesterday. So
Yeah. Oh, we didn't have a mic for him. How is he going to be in on this one?
I mean, he could have brought his own mic that he's been using for their channel.
That's what I was about to ask the other day, but well, maybe the next one we just jam him in.
Yeah,
We'll have more voices and more chaos.
he's gonna have a lot more. He's gonna have a lot more free time soon. So.
I can already tell you guys, you don't want me and Hector on the same podcast.
Oh no, I want it. I want that degeneracy.
Oh boy. I'll take another back seat.
Putting the two of us on one couch yesterday for a commercial, like you guys had the two biggest degenerates on the channel on one couch.
Yeah, to those at home, it's going to be a new commercial on the Top Deck Hero channel.
We got a new 50 ad coming out soon. When we don't know, but it is coming.
You'll figure it out on your own and just really listen in. There might be little Easter eggs. Who knows? There might be enough funny content. We have a whole a bloopers reel. I really hope so because unfortunately, the camera was not rolling the whole time, and there were some really funny jokes that just got
Oh,
left
no.
to us as a
There,
device
trust me, there were some when I was re-listening to the audio last night
that I got caught
that
up.
I was about to start crying laughing.
Okay, cool. We did a good job because, like, man, I don't know if it was like a mixture of like shared exhaustion amongst the group. I don't know how that is a contagion, but you can just be tired and it like spreads to other people. But the silliness was very palpable.
That was a good night. That was funny.
But with that, we're gonna wrap this episode up here.
The nice hour and a half.
Yeah, well, not an hour and a half, but an hour and 10.
I was just guessing.
But yeah, if you guys enjoy this, subscribe and follow us on Spotify and
Yes.
and YouTube to see more of these.
Um,
We'll
also-
hopefully pop up more.
Also, to those who listen, if you're a Top Deck Hero person, we have a second channel for just Shadowverse. There's not a whole lot of content on it right now, but I've been put to the helm of that wheel, so I'm going to start fixing up a schedule, getting some boys recorded, and we're going to start pumping out some content hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Play a little catch up. A lot of catch up.
But with that, I've been Alex.
I've been Lon.
I'm John.
We'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.